my name is Mariana and this is a reading for Pisces. So Pisces, I've done your reading with my own deck. So the cards you'll see are from this deck that I made a few years ago now. And your message today is feeling quite cosmic, but I shouldn't be impressed, right? Because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac and it's the most transcendental of them all. So you're easily drifting away to these cosmic universal spheres, right? But I feel like you're almost like being taken there after a dark period or a harsh period of your life, because we start off with the Nine of Wands. And this Nine of Wands today for you, Pisces, is coming through with a similar message of another reading that I can't quite remember what it was, but it was a while back. And it was talking about this path of hard tribulation, of hard experiences, of trials, of challenging situations that were very demanding, is the word that is coming through right now. They were very demanding on your physical body, right? It was just very draining to your vital force, to your energy levels of this. The way that I'm seeing here, it's like your vitality is being drained, right? So it's almost like you're getting to the end of this phase of hard experiences and challenges and tribulations, right? By not giving up. You haven't given up. Like you were proving yourself that you could get to the end of this, right? And here you are at the end of this, because what I'm seeing with the card that followed it, this Two of Swords, is that when you reach the end, you know that you have reached the end of this hard phase of your life, because now the gates, okay, so this will be maybe too out there or too religious. I'm not religious, but the word that I'm getting is the doors of heaven, the gates of heaven are opening up, because what I'm seeing with this Two of Swords today is the traditional image of, the woman sitting and having two swords in front of her, crossing her path, and she's got a blindfold, so she's not seeing that. It's quite simple for her. It's simple for her to overcome that situation, and so the way that I'm seeing today is like this uncrossing, this opening up of these two swords by getting to the end of this trial and tribulation phase of your life, right? And the card that came next was emphasizing for me the hard aspect of it, the emotional aspect of it that was perhaps draining you in a physical sense, right? Because what I was seeing here, by opening up this this doorway or these gates, right, and allowing you to move to the other side, to the end of this path, this really hard path. What I was seeing with this Five of Cups was, and perhaps this is too drastic, but it's just the way that the image is communicating to me, that, maybe you felt it as real pain, as real despair at some point, or the sense that your emotions were being triggered very easily, because the way that I was seeing this Five of Cups today for you, Pisces, was like this puddle of blood, right? And by reaching the end of this journey, you know, that could, and you know, with all of these flames, it was the same image from the other reading, uh, these flames, you know, lighting up, and but in a very burning way, you know, burning you along the way on this path. I feel like metaphorically there was a lot of blood being shed, right? And it's not pleasant, right? It's hard. It's draining your emotions and your energy, right? Because there is a lot of pain, and I feel you, Pisces. But with this opening up and the next card, this Four of Pentacles, which is interesting because this Four of Pentacles was in the same reading that I saw this path of trial and tribulations that were being lit by fire, right? And you getting to the end of it and reaching this Four of Pentacles, which in this other reading was this altar, this elevated, sacred, and secluded space where very few reach. And I feel like this is the exactly same thing for you, Pisces, today. As these gates are opening up, as your doubts, your fears are being eliminated and freed, it's how it's coming through. Your doubts and your fears are being freed, right? Because you're stepping over this puddle of blood and being taken straight onto this platform. It's how I'm seeing today for you. It's like this elevated platform. Do you know, because what I'm seeing, I don't know if I'll be able to explain. It's almost like this suspended platform, this suspended altar that is floating above this sea of redness that I'm seeing with this Five of Cups. And so you're being taken to this elevated place, right? Very far away from this sadness, from this pain, from this harshness, right? And so with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're just being taken on a ride that is uplifting you, that is allowing you to see the bigger picture, allowing you to get away from this puddle of blood, from this sea from this dead sea, this red sea, right? And the beautiful thing is that I feel like you're being elevated, you're being taken away, you know, to distance yourself from this harshness, because there is a bigger purpose for you, and this cycle of harshness and difficulty and challenges are over. You're being lifted off of this place, right? Because after this Four of Pentacles came the World and the Seven of Swords, and the last card that I'll talk about in a minute. But so, you know, two things with this World card. First of all, this cycle of, you know, walking this path of trials and tribulations that could feel endless to you, for, you know, for quite some time, and now you have finally reached the end of it, and you're being elevated to see the bigger picture from the outside. Because what I'm seeing, it's like you are here on this elevated platform, on this elevated altar that is floating, that is making you fly over your own world, and to see from this distant place, right, this bigger picture. And because you're seeing this, so it's very, very healing, right? The word is healing, because what I'm seeing, it's like this world on fire, right? And you're being taken, you're being elevated away from this old world, from this old path, right? That was, guided by flames and burning you. So you're seeing it all at a distance. And this Seven of Swords today was beautiful because what I was hearing with this Seven of Swords was a belt of stars is circling your world. So a belt of stars is coming in to heal this world, right? And I feel like this is something that you're almost like being taken away to see. You from within, you wouldn't be able to see that there is healing happening, right, in your world. And that phase of harshness is over because there is this healing belt of stars. And the beautiful thing, just these kinds of things really amaze me, but guess which card came after the Seven of Swords? Yes, the Star. So it's just I feel so privileged and so blessed to be able to receive these messages and see them so clearly because they just amaze me every time. So, this star, it's this healing energy and also this new direction that you're being taken towards, but also it's not because maybe, okay, so what I'm getting right now is that because you're being taken away from the harshness of your life, perhaps for you, Pisces, you're thinking that this is neglecting your world or whoever is part of your world, of your old world, right? So perhaps there is this sense of compassion towards the ones that are staying here. But what I'm seeing is that you have to be removed from it. You have to be on the outside looking in to perceive the healing that is happening, right? So there is no use for you to stay in this path of trial and tribulations just to prove to yourself and maybe to others that you're capable of surpassing, of overcoming the harshness, right? That you're strong. But I feel like you've done that. So now it's the moment where you have to be removed. You have to be taken to another place that feels more stable, that feels more structured, that just feels safer. To see from the outside the world that you were in, how inflamed it was, right? And how healing, how cosmic energies, because this is what I'm seeing, with these two cards, the Star and the Seven of Swords. It's almost like these swords are small stars, are reverberations, or are reflections, or representatives of this bigger cosmic universal power, powerful healing energy, right? That it's like it's being directed towards, and this could be very collectively, right? With this world being Earth, the planet, our home, our collective home as humanity. And because Pisces is the last sign, yes, you do have a sense of this compassion towards humanity, right? So perhaps this is your feeling of being detached from the world, from humanity, that are still inflamed by these challenges, right? But there is help. There is cosmic help that is surrounding and circling with this belt of stars that are just healing the planet, healing the world that you were previously in, right? And so this is where we end this part of your reading. I'm going to pull more cards. I'm very interested in seeing how this continues, what else wants to come through. But also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes that I made to study astrology. So for you, Pisces, I'm going to pull one of these runes as a final guidance in the extended reading. So if you want to come to the extended with me, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.